I'm Laurie R. This month, the latest novel in the Mary Russell and Sherlock Holmes series, Castle Shade, is published. Russell and Holmes have been invited by the glamorous and clever Queen Marie of Roumania to Bran Castle in Transylvania, where she has an intriguing problem for them. Putting aside their doubts, the pair investigate a mystery in a land of long memory and hidden corners, a land from whose churchyards the shades creep. All right, Holmes, what's going on? There is a situation of interest in Romania. You told me that some days ago. It had seemed unlikely at the time, standing on a sun-drenched walk over the Monaco harbor. Romania was as close as Europe got to wilderness, neither west nor east, not quite feudal, yet a fair distance from a functioning democracy, a land beyond the reaches of the cook's guides. And granted, it's a place where the maps have "here be dragons," but I can't see why we needed quite such a roundabout route. Instead of the nice luxurious train bleu back to Paris and transfer to the Orient Express, you chose a long, slow meander on a rock-hard seat with no dining car, through villages with names like Kofhakshina and Flemia. Are you in a hurry to get somewhere, Russell? Holmes, you're the one with the urgent task, aren't you? I'd have been more than happy to spend another week in the Côte d'Azur baking out this head cold. Instead, what awaits us in Bucharest anyway? Not Bucharest. No? A village near the town of Brasov in Transylvania. Good God! I stared at him. If Romania was a realm of dragons, then the province of Transylvania would be the creature's lair. Dark, mysterious, and potentially deadly. There was a reason why Bram Stoker chose it as the home of his ancient vampire, a novel that had given me nightmares, even before I knew I was going there. It is actually quite a pleasant piece of countryside, Holmes insisted. Mineral resources, rich agricultural valleys, the Carpathians for defense, a fascinating source of folkloric traditions and superstitions. One assumes their farmers grow plenty of garlic. You were there, right? I was, yes. A week of what might be called reconnaissance while you were sailing from Venice to the Côte d'Azur. A whole week and you didn't solve the case? Our client was not there at the time. Who is this client? You said in Monaco you had an interesting woman with an intriguing problem. The other word he'd let drop that day, vampires, might have sparked my subconscious imagination, but I had taken it for one of his labored witticisms and had not dignified it with further questions. Our client is the Queen of Roumania. Queen Marie? Wow. Granddaughter of two empires. Her father was Victoria's second son, her mother the only surviving daughter of Tsar Alexander II. Marie had been given to the Crown Prince of Romania, now Ferdinand I, the second king in Romania's young dynasty. I was not generally impressed by inherited power, but I'd been seeing photographs of the glamorous and clever Queen Marie my entire life. Marie in Red Cross garb during the war, Marie's translucent eyes beneath a splendid Baroque crown, Marie waving to her adoring countrymen from a train, Marie in a folkloric costume, Marie taking tea in the gardens of Buckingham Palace. Theatrical, striking, and unmistakable. And then the woman had gone on to conquer the Paris peace talks, armed with little more than beauty and determination, charming Europe's leaders into remembering their promises to Romania, promises that included Transylvania. She had single-handedly doubled the size of her adopted country overnight. What does she need from us? I asked. Another batch of missing Russian jewels? Romania was badly plundered during the war. I imagine any royal possession that wasn't nailed down vanished into some invader's pocket. He rearranged his coffee spoon, straightened the handle on his cup until it was parallel with the table's edge. Nothing missing, no. Blackmail, then, or smuggling? Romania's boundaries included both the Danube and the Black Sea, making for a watery highway into the very heart of Europe. Their problem is with Strigoi, he said. I waited. He took a sip of cold coffee, replaced his cup, adjusted it again. I frowned at the deliberate motions of his fingers and at the way he was not meeting my eyes. He looked embarrassed. I'm not familiar with that word, Holmes. Strigoi are a kind of vampire, he said. He sighed, then looked up. Russell, this corner of Transylvania appears to be having a problem with vampires.